You go a day without drinking water, and I think you realize pretty fast it's a pretty big deal to have it.
When a customer opens the water tap and gets a glass of water, they want to see a nice, clear, cool, good tasting water. That takes work. It doesn't come out of the ground that way in most cases. There's stuff that needs to be removed or treatment that needs to be applied in order to make that happen.
Clean water for any community is essential.
About half the people in the United States use groundwater for their public drinking water systems. A big portion of those have some kind of natural contaminant in it.
The tribe has spent hundreds of thousands, maybe millions, on damaged hot water heaters, sinks, showers. Anywhere that treated water over the years went to, over time, it eroded those in a very dramatic fashion.
We would do laundry, and if you wash your whites after they flush the hydrant, yeah, your clothes would be brown.
ATEC really pioneered the use of adsorptive removal for iron and manganese in 1996. And today we've expanded to being able to remove a number of different contaminants, including arsenic, PFAS compounds, hexavalent chromium, uranium, radium, and many other compounds as well.
All the jacket material and head material of the tanks is domestic, of the square tubing for the skids is domestic. The whole system is USA steel.
When we receive the filters from ATEC, it's essentially a plug-and-play system. The filter vessels come all welded to a skid. We position that skid on a pre-poured equipment pad, and then we just make up all the connectivity piping to the skids. On an average daily cycle, the filters will need to be backwashed to remove the manganese that is bound to the media. So there is a backwash feature on each filter vessel that is in a timed sequence.
By allowing the water that we need for backwashing to be produced right on that skid, we don't need other types of backwashing equipment. So a more simple equipment and a smaller footprint, smaller filter.
What I find most interesting about the ATEC system is the scalability. The fact that they are very simple pressure vessels, easy to understand for an operator. They can go from a single vessel for a very small well system to having banks of those vessels lined up, really repeatable and easy to understand.
Our systems can be operated remotely. We have one client that has 8 ATEC water treatment plants. One operator operates all 8 of them.
Everything's above ground. More traditional filtration, it's either below ground or outside. This is a very clean interior environment. Everything's visible, accessible. It's not very common where you work with the designer who also shows up during the pilot testing, shows up during construction, during the installation, makes site visits. It's a great communication, good customer service.
Advanced filtration is going to become more and more important to communities because of the critical nature of addressing emerging contaminants. And the filtration technology offered by ATEC, the advanced filtration systems are really the primary way to do that.
And one of my main things was making sure we can not only meet the needs of our existing folks that live here, but also our future needs. We are putting in an additional 80 housing units, so we're going to more than quadruple the amount just within the next 3 years. This existing plant, I feel confident, is really going to meet the tribe's needs for many years to come.
I think the impact that ATEC will have in the future is to continue the legacy of having really effective treatment systems for groundwater and for surface water, have technical expertise to help engineers and utilities get the right system in that they need, and to provide a really cost-effective system that's easy to operate.